Hello and welcome to another video of GJ Management Consultants. So in the last video, we showcased that how AI and human synergy has to be there. Now in this video, we are going to have a quick look that if that is going to be the reality, then how our new entrepreneurs, new founders, and new CEOs, what should be their mindset, how they have to treat a situation. Because if things are changing, definitely their mindsets needs to be changed. So let's see how we are going to shape up the new CEO mindset, and we have close to 10 to 11 slides in this entire video that will give you end-to-end perspective, what is going to change and how the change has to be adapted so that future of the business can be secured. So let's move to the presentation then. Okay, leadership shift. Leaders powered by intelligence, and that is very obvious because earlier they were provided the information in the form of the Excel sheets, and they have to consume a lot of information. But now with the AI being made available, the decision making has become very quick because the intelligence of AI along with the human intelligence is making the decision not only faster but more accurate. So just let's look at the pointers here. Business cycles are faster than ever, and I mean definitely yes, because we have we have witnessed a kind of a scenario wherein all the disruption that was there during the pandemic of Corona in 2020. We know that how things are changing, ever changing. Things are ever changing, evolving, and they are changing at very quick pace. The adoption has to be very very quick, otherwise the business will lose the relevance. So business cycles are faster than ever. Things are changing very very quickly. The scenarios are changing very quickly. The dynamics are changing quickly. I mean, earlier what used to be the factor that if let's say business needs to grow in the long run, it has to be go at the slow pace in the initial year and then move at the fast pace once it has built the ground. But it is not the reality nowadays. Nowadays, business can climb at very very quick pace if they adopt the changes that has been introduced into the market. But if they delay to adopt those changes, then definitely they are not going to sustain in the business for long. So business cycles itself has reduced, starting from the nascent stage to the growth stage and stabilization stage, and probably a kind of a downfall. It has changed tremendously. The 21st century CEO leads in partnership with data. Obviously, data was always there in the past because otherwise the decision could not have been taken. But the speed at which data is being made available, the accuracy with which data is now being made available, that is something at which CEO is not going to partner with. They have a lot of information made available to themselves, which helps them to take the decision for the future. Predictability is something which can be showcased to them through the AI tools. They can visualize what is there, what was there in the past, what is going to be there in the future. With the information being made available and the prediction being made available, it's more imperative that the dependency of data has increased tremendously. So instead of any assumption, everything has to be database, and hence the decision making will be smoother, faster, and more accurate. It is changing. Now leaders decide, delegate, and deliver. So again, I think in earlier slides as well, the major reason for business to not succeed is no delegation. But I think with the AI now in place, the decision making authority which decides with CEO has to be get more strengthened because their entire focus would be on the strategy, because they can then delegate some of the work to the middle management or the people who are equipped to manage the operations much better than them, because at the CEO level, we demand strategy as the main attribute of the CEO rather than operational mindset. So the ways of work is going to get changed because the focus is largely on the strategy and how they can emphasize more on strategy to get the maximum advantage for the business. So Having said that, this changing mindset is going to help not only the organization but also the people in the organization, because they would be empowered to manage much more work which was otherwise being centralized in the realm of the CEO. So let's move to the next slide then. Okay, from intuition to intelligence. I think AI has really, changed the definition at which data needs to be consumed and perceived by the management. The ways have tremendously changed because the prediction model, the predictability, and the accuracy with which prediction is now getting made with the help of AI is absolutely tremendous. The lightning speed of getting the data, the various simulation model that helps to do the prediction with more accuracy, and scenario modeling has given a kind of an edge to the CEOs, because they can then simulate the data, which this is the multiple business model, and basis that they can finally decide which model needs to be adopted. So let's quickly have a look then. Traditional experience based leadership. So earlier, largely, and I think experience is not having any substitute. Experience is experience. I mean, person with good experience, that experience itself has a value. But having said that, only experience is not going to, help us to survive in the new changing environment. So experience definitely, plus the more accuracy of the data. That is something that helps the CEOs or the businesses to grow, because only experiences without the availability of the data is not going to help us to survive in this changing environment, because data will help us to give more simulation and we can take decision more accurately with what if scenarios. AI plus gut feel plus data is equal to precision leadership. I mean, all the attributes, I mean, all the attributes that are required to take a decision, they are combined together. Data is there, experience, which is the gut feel, that is there, AI is there. So experience plus data plus AI, precision leadership. I mean, who can imagine of a situation wherein decision making has become so easy with the help of the AI. The simulation itself has become easy. The methodology has become very smooth, and hence the decision making, which otherwise used to take long time to think, has been reduced to a matter of few weeks. And in a few weeks, decisions to overhaul the organization can be taken because the data is so much strong and data is available at very fast pace, very quick speed. Now, traditionally experience based, and now AI insights enhance human intuition. So, which means that intuition or gut feel is there. Now it has been doubly assured with the help of the data that is made available. So, which means that AI is a strategic partner rather than an enabler. So, how AI is acting as a strategic partner to enable the organizations and enable the CEOs to take the decision. Let's move to the next slide. Okay, AI as a strategic partner. So AI doesn't replace leader, it redefines leadership. So in the earlier session also, wherein we were showcasing the synergy of AI and human, we categorically mentioned that AI is not going to replace human. It's AI plus human is equal to new synergy. Likewise, AI as a strategic partner to the CEO. How strategically AI will help the CEO to enable the decision making, and how CEO can utilize the power of the AI to drive the business. So let's just have a look at the pointers here. Predict trends before they emerge. So uh, again, the power of AI is that it can build the scenarios and what if analysis with so much of accuracy that decision making, even for the present as well as for the future, becomes very convenient. Information is available, and what if modeling helps the organization to take decision, if this is going to be the simulation, what would be the outcome. So which means that the chances of failure to take the decision becomes very minimal, unless and until exceptions happens. Otherwise, if the logical simulation is being followed, then the the target action which we are going to take as in a form of a decision, that is definitely going to have the positive impact. Turn information into foresight. Again, any data which is available to us, unless the proper analytics are not available, it's a piece of information. But the moment that data is available to us with analytics, along with the trends, that data itself is converted into a foresight. So which means that the power of the AI is so much that instead of having the blank information, we have now the insights being made available to us. And those insights will help us to drive the decision. An organization will definitely get advantage because, as I mentioned, that the precision of the decision itself is going to be very, very high. And hence the chances of failure is minimal. Having said that, the accuracy is going to increase and the losses are going to be reduced to minimal or negligible only and only if at all some exception came, then only these can happen. But otherwise, predictability is so much strong that decisions has very rarest of chances to get. Simulate outcomes with AI analytics. Yes, I mean this is the power. I think the AI has is a kind of a blessing to us, I would say, because this evolving technology and I think the pace at which it has evolved in the last couple of years is tremendous. Starting from the simple AI, which is like help us to diagnose the data, which help us to do the analytics and provide the data insights, and then the generative AI, which actually read the unstructured data, simulate the information basis the LLM model, and now with the agentic AI, which is the future, wherein we have an independent AI agent to work. So this evolution has itself proved to be a blessing to the businesses because they can take more accurate decision and help the organization to enhance their net worth, to enhance their value, and give benefit to the stakeholders. So let's move to the next slide and see what is there for us. Okay, so new CEO mindset. What should be the thought process of a new aged CEO? Because they have a data which is enriched with all kind of analytics, but again, they have to lead with the data and decide with the empathy. They need to be considerate of the fact that humans are guided by the emotion, and hence what needs to be done and what needs to be conveyed has to be very methodical, and it has to be very thought through before a decision or any kind of action can be taken. Curious, data fluent, and adaptive. So obviously, data fluency is there because data availability is there. And adaptive, when I say here, is means the way we in which we adapt a particular change which is being coming, and we know that how data is helping us to adapt those changes. Because if data is there and we could anticipate the prediction, then definitely we are in a good position when the changes are coming. But that at the same time, we have to make sure that those changes, when adapted, should have either the positive impact or at least the neutral impact to the humans who are working. And if at all it has a negative impact as well, it needs to be communicated in such a way that it should not have a kind of we are dealing because we are dealing with the emotions, right? And we have to be very much mindful of the fact that any negative impact has to be communicated in a very subtle way so that the impact of the same is reduced to the minimum. Focuses on human potential, not just automation. See, as we said that when we are trying to replace the efforts of human with the machine, which can be either automation or let's say AI driven technology, our endeavor is that we are going to utilize the potential of the human to a work which still cannot be managed by any machine, right? So this is how the empowerment is going to happening. This is how the skill set of an individual is going to enhance because they will now be capable of doing the work which actually requires the decision making rather than managing the work which can easily be automated by some tools or a machine. So it's a win-win situation because with the AI, the decision with the help of the data can be very quick, and the human who were actually involved in making or designing some reports that can be done away, and they would be used in some more analytics and decision making skill set. Balance technology with empathy. I think this is very, very crucial thing. At the end of the day, we all are humans. We know that how a particular action trigger a emotional, setback for few, and we need to very much cognizant of the fact that how it has to be dealt. So any kind of the communication with the adoption of the AI needs to be dealt very, very, sincerely, and our HR department of the organization has to be, uh, you know, make sure that any kind of communication, if at all needs to be happen, should be with much empathetic manner, and whatever kind of the compensation that needs to be given to person who is not going to fit in the organization, that has to be the advantage of that person. Again, it's a win-win situation. As I also mentioned in the last session, wherein human plus AI is equal to synergy, wherein I mentioned that what all capabilities needs to be adopted by the people who wants to sustain in the future for basis the AI technology. So one of this is that their AI literacy has to be there. So if people are not ready to get that knowledge, then definitely obsolescence of those people is going to happen. So, but it has to be communicated in a subtle way. So having said that, let's just quickly have a look at some of the characteristics or the capabilities that CEO should have, considering the AI being the future. Okay, so core capabilities of AI-driven leaders. Leadership is learning accelerated by AI. Digital and AI literacy. Obviously, this has to be the key because the way the things are evolving, a person and definitely of that CEO cadre definitely needs to be equipped with the digital and AI literacy. Strategic foresight. This was always there, but with the AI technology being taking the precedence, and it has the edge. So definitely more strategic foresight, increased focus on taking the strategic decision. Definitely equipped with the artificial intelligence. Ethical judgment. With the new AI technology, it's always a kind of risk to take the harsh decision because they have a lot of information being made available to them. But again, all the decisions needs to have an ethical judgment, the impact of those decisions on the larger organization and the humans. It has to be ethical. Again, when I'm say ethical here, it's largely to do deal with the AI driven data as well, because sometimes AI data itself is biased. So we have to make sure that those biasism should be ignored while taking the decision basis the data, because ethical AI data is the key. I mean, this has to be kept in mind that though AI is driving, but ethical AI data has to be the key to take any kind of decisions. Data collaborative mindset, it was always there, but with the introduction of AI, the emphasis is much more on it. And finally, the continuous learning culture, because we know that AI, as we speak about the way and the form and the shape it is, it's going to change in the future. Right. So in that case, we need to adopt a culture. It has to be cultural change. So apart from the fact that CEO mindsets needs to be changed, apart from the fact that CEO has to have these capabilities before they can, I mean, these capabilities to be there with the CEO. But apart from that, we need to have the culture wherein we could adopt the AI as the best practice, or AI should be the kind of for us in the as a culture, we should adopt the AI as a cultural change, so that all the decisions, all the action should be based on the AI driven. So let's move to the next slide then. Okay, so culture of AI empowerment. What does that mean to us? The best leaders create AI ready cultures. Inspire team to work with AI, not fear it. Obviously, in the last session, AI plus human synergy, and in this session, obvious focus is that both the people as well as the CEO should be digitally equipped, should be AI equipped, so that they both have understanding. And once that understanding is there, definitely the role by the teams with the AI and not to fear for it. Uh, Next, if you look at it, reward innovation and experimentation, because it's an evolution, and it has to be evolved. I mean, it's not like something which we have achieved today is end. It's going to get evolved. So we need to create a kind of a program wherein we can reward our people who have that innovative mindset and that they are continuously experimenting and doing something better for the organization. So those kind of programs should be there to enhance the literacy of the AI and build cross-functional digital fluency. This is very much important because if we have one process wherein people are equipped but other process people are not equipped, then obviously the entire value chain is going to get break. So we have to make sure that people should be AI literate and that digital fluency is there among all the processes. Okay, so let's just move to the next slide. Okay, so data-driven decision ecosystem. Every decision counts and every data points matter. What we're trying to say here, integrate real-time dashboard with this strategy because when we are saying that every decision counts and every data point matter, it means that we need to have the focus on the data that is being made available to us. So we have to integrate all the dashboards and multiple data points that are available so that a decision can be taken in one go. It's not like we have multiple dashboards with multiple set of the data. It's like one data board that is available, one data lake that is available that has all the information, and then we can use that information to take the informed decisions. Turn meeting into insight session. This is most important. See, we are meeting and we are discussing, and then we are, having an outcome. In earlier, I mean, even till today, these decisions require multiple meetings because if data is made available, multiple insights are not available, and hence we have to meet again to, once we have more insights on the data. But with the AI, all the information is available in the first hand. So which means that our meetings are turning to be insight session rather than just discussion. So the ways in which we are meeting, the way in which we are organizing our discussions, that is going to get changed. And we would be having a meeting that is more of an insight session rather than just plain discussions. Empowered bid manager with AI tool. And I think this is, I mean, throughout the organization change, starting from the CEO till to the operations, and then we have the middle management. All the people are well informed because they have the AI information being made available to them. They can take the decision, and then they have the power to take the decision because they have the data to back their decision. But having said that, there are certain responsibility that needs to be taken care of with the usage of the AI data. Then ethics and the standards and the responsibilities. So just to make sure that we are dealing everything ethically. So let's move to the next slide and have a look at some of those ethics standards. Okay, ethics and responsibility. Ethical leadership is sustainable leadership. So guardrails, transparency, fairness, accountability. I think with because we are dealing with the data, and these three are the attributes of the data: transparency, fairness, and accountability. So data has to be transparent, it has to be fair, and the data itself speaks about the accountability of itself. It means that the data itself is so much rich that it itself is helping us to take the decision. Ethical AI is a strategic differentiator. As I mentioned earlier as well, we need to make sure that we have a ethical AI, which means that our data should be biased free, the proper governance check, proper security checks are there so that there should be no data leakages. And we are, because if let's say companies are dealing with the customer data, then it has to be make sure that there should be no data leakage. Ethics has to be there so that decision is fair and transparent rather than based on some presumption and assumptions. And AI must reflect human values, not replace them. This is very, very obvious. We are, we have always said that AI is not going to substitute human. It's the synergy that is going to come when human plus AI work together. So with this, we'll quickly have a look at some of the case studies, as in like quick impact of the AI on few of the industries. So let's just quickly have a look then. Okay, insights plus execution is equal to impact. Let's see how it holds good for a retail. Predictive inventory saves 20% of the cost, which means that if we can do a prediction of how inventory needs to be managed, we end up approximately saving 20% of the cost by making sure that what needs to be warehoused, what needs to be dispatched, when needs to be dispatched, what warehouse methodology, what distribution methodology needs to be adopted. So this is going to have impact of 20%. In manufacturing industry, human plus AI or co-optimization reduces the downtime because we have the clear-cut information when our machines are going to get overhauled for repairing or when they are going to shut down for some of the maintenance. That can be planned accordingly, and then definitely we can have the reduce the downtime and make sure that we have the adequate maintenance of our machinery. And then in banking industry, AI credit risk plus human reviews faster approval. So instead of delayed approval, well-informed information is available and decisions can be taken at very quick pace. So with this, let's just quickly have a look at the final slide, which speaks about the CEO playbook. Okay, the future CEO playbook. The future CEO leads with clarity and code. Ask right questions because information is available, data is available. We can simply ask right question and take the informed decision. Let AI find the best answers because as I mentioned that AI is enable us to take the decision basis the simulation, so we can do the what if analysis and get the best answer from AI. And finally inspire the team to act on the insight. With all the insights being made available, we can inspire our team to act properly, judicially, in ethical and in correct manner so that it has the direct impact on the output and the efficiency. So with this, we have come to the last slide, but it's our endeavor to make sure that we should be, come up with the new session. So what would our next session be? So let's just quickly have a look at that. Reinventing business models with AI. So we are going to come up with the next session, which would be reinventing the business models with the AI. And And this is our last thank you slide. So I would like to thank all my subscribers, all my viewers for watching this session with patience. I request all of you to please subscribe our channel, share this video, like this video, and help us with your challenges or let us know your thoughts and help us with any kind of the challenges if you have, and we are going to create a video to by providing a solution to those challenges. So thank you once again and have a good day. Bye bye.